Hello, welcome back to another geography video. Today we will explore 3 more of the weirdest borders in the world. This is a part 2 of a previous video. You don't have to watch it, but if you like this video, you should totally check it out. Anyways, without further ado, let's go. Number 1. The 49th parallel. If you look at a map of Canada or the United States, you might notice that there's a huge straight line as a border that stretches for thousands of kilometers. But this causes a few problems, like this big bump in Minnesota. This cuts off part of it from the United States. This area is called the Northwest Angle. But that's not the weirdest part of it all. If we go a little more south, we see this area that's also cut off called Elm Point. This is right below the town of Buffalo Point. Now, if we head directly west, we see this point, again, cut off from the States. This one is way smaller, but that's not the weirdest part. If we go west again, we see this tiny area that looks like it only has a few trees. But if we go all the way across to the west coast, there is another area cut off known as Point Roberts. There are more people living here than Elm Point, and there is only an elementary school there. So children around 11 and over must cross the border and go around to the rest of Washington for school every day. And this made life very difficult during the 2020 COVID-19 pandemic. There was talk about selling Point Roberts to Vancouver, but the locals didn't want that, so it never happened. The same also happened in the Angle back in 1997, and again, they never joined Canada. As for the smallest ones I talked about, those are uninhabited and too small for anyone to really care about. The last thing I want to talk about is an island in Quebec called l'Île de la Province, or Province Island. It is also split by the border. Again, too small for anyone to bother fixing. But it looks so much like Taiwan, what the hell.
Now for something completely different.
Number 2. The Southern Patagonian Ice Field. The Chilean-Argentine border is the 3rd longest land border in the world, but not technically. If we head down to the south in Patagonia, we see a massive glacier with a big gap in the border. This is because Chile and Argentina never decided where the border should be, so it's still like that to this day. And it doesn't look like they'll fix it anytime soon. They haven't decided where to put this border yet, because it's such an important thing for like water and stuff, and they both want it. It is also hard to draw a border on a glacier that is constantly changing shape and form.
And now for something completely different.
Number 3. Pheasant Island. Pheasant Island is a very small island located in the Bidasoa River on the Spanish-French border, but it has a very weird rule. Every 6 months, France and Spain switch who owns the island. But why do they do this? Well, during the 17th century, a massive conflict arose, today known as the 30 Years' War, lasting, 30 years. Anyways, when the French and Spanish wanted to solve this issue in 1635, a treaty known as Le Traité de la Pyrénées was signed on this island. In this agreement, it stated that Pheasant Island would remain a condominium, an area where multiple nations have control over, as it still is today. As of writing this, the island is currently in France, and it will remain until February, when it will become part of Spain. In conclusion, sharing is caring. Anyways, thanks for watching. Subscribe for more cool videos. And, comment something cool. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, goodbye.